In today's video, I have 4 roles for you that are all remote healthcare positions. Well, one of them is not a traditional healthcare company. It's the one you see on the screen, Hatch, but they are about sleep. So to me, that falls under the umbrella of proper healthcare. The other 3 are more traditional healthcare companies. 2 of these roles, you need customer service experience. You don't have to have healthcare specific experience. And the other 2 do prefer that you've worked in healthcare before. On the low end, we have $23 per hour, and then on the high end, we have 75K to 90K per year. So let's get ready to jump into this. Welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you for joining me again, and welcome. There are a lot of new faces here. I'm so happy to have you guys here, and I'm so happy you see the value of joining this community. Please be sure that you grab your free download below. It is 20 remote job sites to help you with your job search. It's a free resource I created for you guys. In the description box, again, you'll find that link so you can get that for yourself. Now, let's look at the first company. Like I mentioned, it's called Hatch, and they make these incredible sound machines that they have for primarily babies. They also have an adult version. I have 2 of their sound machines in my home. I've had them for about over 5 years now, and they are incredible. So highly recommend. But right now we're talking about what position they're trying to fill. And they are hiring in the US and Canada. I had someone recently request positions for those that are in Canada for remote work. This is one. Hello to you if you are catching this video. This is a customer support rep role and it is part-time. And to give you a little bit more about the company, it's like at Hatch, we're on a mission to help people build better sleep habits so they can feel more focused, energized, and present in their lives. We've designed best-in-class smart sleep devices paired with paired with science-backed sleep content to help people unwind nightly, sleep deeply, and wake gently. Okay, and I can attest to that myself. I now pretty much cannot sleep without a sound machine now. So they're saying that they're hiring for multiple positions and some shifts will require evenings. So the positive side, there's more than one opportunity to get hired here. And if you don't want to work weekends, that's the negative part evenings. They're looking for some to work evenings, but not across the board. So there's different opportunities here for different people, and also someone else has been asking for part-time positions as well. A few people were, so this fills that as well. So what you'll be doing is handling a high volume of customer inquiries that vary from shipping to product functionality to technical troubleshooting. You're going to learn the ins and outs, of course, of Hatch's products, which of course they have to train you on because they make the products. Provide friendly, empathetic, and personalized responses to Hatch customers. Use support tools and documentation to investigate and troubleshoot hardware and software issues. You're going to own customer inquiries end to end, gathering the information, gaining deep understanding of the issue, and providing the solution, so the full circle of resolution. You're going to work collaboratively with your peers, product, and engineering teams to resolve issues. What they want you to have is speed. Well, for one, they want you to be super customer focused, obviously, in a customer support role. You have to be a great communicator, and you have to know how to translate complex technical information into a simple language. You love owning a problem end to end. You're efficient and organized, adaptable to change, a self-starter, and you have a 4-year college degree or equivalent experience. So, and that experience does not have to be expansive. They're looking for 1 to 2 years of customer service experience. That's really it. It's not super long. They don't specify a particular industry. As long as you've worked helping customers for that amount of time, you can apply. Experience in a high growth tech company, interest in gadgets and new technology. So that's if you've got a smartphone or any kind of device, you can say you meet that one. And you can really say that any company you've worked for is high growth and technical in some aspect. Okay, so there's ways you can make your work experience work to fit these requirements. And it says that they're certified as a great place to work. You'll work with an amazing leadership team, help people sleep better. Their team is fun and collaborative and full of brilliant minds. They're backed by world-class investors, and they support flexibility with a remote-friendly work environment. So you gotta love that. The one thing is they did not specify a pay range for this role, so unfortunately I can't give you that information, but this is a great opportunity for a part-time position if you're looking for one that's remote, especially with a great company that's definitely growing. And just to give you a heads up, part of the application does require you to kind of do a mock response for customers. So they give you some scenarios and want to see how you would respond to them. So just so you know that it will take some time to longer than normal to fill out this application for those reasons. And they want to make sure that you're open to working 20 to 25 hours per week. Okay. So again, that is with the company Hatch, and the position is a customer support rep part-time. And this is for US or Canada. Next, we're going to look at Octave. They are a newer healthcare company. They're looking for a billing operations specialist. And when I say newer, they've been around for some years, but they're not as well known as some of the larger names that you know. It says this role is ideal for individuals who are passionate about customer service, excel at problem solving, and thrive in the dynamic environment of a startup. So, as a key member of the revenue cycle team, the billing specialist will serve as the primary point of contact for our clients across the nation, managing a high volume of billing related inquiries. So, for this one, they do want you to have, or they prefer that you've had some healthcare experience, especially in the billing area. Now, the hours are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. You don't have to live in that time zone based on the job description, but you have to be able to adapt to whatever that equivalent time frame would be where you live. And there's occasional weekend coverage that they need you to have availability for. And the responsibilities, of course, you're going to manage the high volume of incoming phone calls, chat, and emails, organize and convey information clearly and concisely through timely, warm, and precise communication, efficiently work across various platforms, utilize multiple software systems, communicate well with a team, all of those transferable skills. The preferred qualifications, so that's where the healthcare experience comes in. It's not a requirement, but these are preferences, as they put it. A minimum 2 years working experience in healthcare administration. So think front office, insurance, patient billing, insurance verification, those type of non-clinical healthcare roles. Google Suite and Apple MacBook experience is preferred. Demonstrated expertise in customer service. You're a great communicator. Pay attention to detail. High proficiency in multitasking. Adept at managing a high volume of incoming client phone calls related to billing and EOBs, or explanation of benefits, the ability to handle delicate or sensitive situations, and a strong passion for mental health and wellness, which is the sector of healthcare that they are in. They go over their company values. So if you're going to apply, of course, you want to familiarize yourself with these values. And then they let you know the physical requirements. You will be spending a lot of time sitting at a desk working on a computer, which I would think you have that understanding going in looking for remote roles. And the pay for this role, it is based on the region, and they have the breakdown here. On the low end, it's $23.51 per hour, and it goes all the way up to $27 per hour. So again, that just depends on which zone you live in, and they have the breakdown here by state. And if you like any of these roles so far, please go ahead and hit that like button. Leave me a comment letting me know if you want to see more of these, if there's something else you're looking for. And also share this video with a friend or family member that's looking for remote positions, especially if they're looking for healthcare roles, okay? Next, of course, you see this is CVS. They're looking for a benefits verification specialist to work from home. This is one of those positions at CVS that comes up frequently. As you know, they are massive and they're constantly building their teams or maybe filling positions as people move up in the company. Now it says they're looking for a high energy healthcare professional to join their national team as a benefit verification specialist. This opportunity allows you to work closely with their patient intake coordinators and insurance providers to verify coverage for in-home enteral therapy for Corum's patients. Now, the responsibilities are listed here. You're going to provide information on home infusion services, which, they're going to train you on all of that. Coordinate with patient intake coordinators, as they mentioned. Communicate with medical professionals and insurance company personnel. Complete data entry. Provide input on self-reviews, things of that nature. Essentially, just verifying the patient's healthcare benefits and making sure everything is accurate and in place to make sure that the coverage is clear on what they're actually covered for, so things get billed properly and paid for correctly. And the required qualifications is not extensive. Minimum of 1 year experience working in a customer service or call center environment. It doesn't even have to be in the healthcare space. Data entry experience, which if you use a computer or a cell phone or any kind of gadget, you've got data entry. Working knowledge in Microsoft Office, especially in Outlook and Word. So those are just basic level programs. And preferred qualifications, of course, it just speaks to more specifics if you've worked with infusion patients before or worked in a healthcare environment and experience verifying benefits with insurance companies or experience working within just healthcare insurance in general. Those are preferences, but again, not required. So don't be discouraged if you're like, I've never had healthcare experience. How can I get this kind of pay? And speaking of the pay, it on the low end is $17 per hour. So that's probably for those that have no healthcare experience and just maybe meet the minimum requirements. But if you've got that healthcare experience, I say just jump to the end here, which is $31.30 per hour. Be like, you know what, that experience you're asking for, I've worked in healthcare, I've worked with insurance, I have 2 years of customer service experience. This is what my request is, okay? So again, that's with CVS. And let's go into the next company. This one I've shared several times on the channel. They're another healthcare company in the mental health care space, and they're often, as they're growing, looking for new people to bring on board, and they're looking for a core operations specialist for their member onboarding. So if you're not familiar, onboarding is essentially when you're bringing on, and in this case, different clinicians and therapists to join Alma's platform, and that is a platform they use to provide their mental health services. So of course you're going to help them just make sure that they're set up for success in this role, they're credentialed properly, they understand the program, everything that they need to get started with Alma. And it says this role is a perfect fit for someone who is detail-oriented, process-minded, and skilled at building relationships across teams and with external stakeholders. Your ability to own systems and processes, proactively identify improvements, and communicate clearly will make you a key driver of Alma's growth and provider experience. And what you're going to be doing, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown here. I don't want to waste too much of your time. It's project ownership, roster maintenance, credentialing, provider onboarding, cross-functional collaboration, external partner communication, be a subject matter expert in process and documentation, and issue resolutions as an overview. What they want you to have is 2 to 3 years of professional experience, ideally in a fast-paced, high-growth environment, and they prefer, of course, it's in healthcare or tech, but it does not have to be, because that is a preference as they put it here. Analytical, you must be proficient in Google Sheets or Excel with the ability to analyze data, identify patterns, and build scalable reporting. Comfortable with project management and support tools. Diligent about accuracy and quality, which you want for any position you work. Exceptional verbal and written communication. You're skilled at building trust and working effectively with internal teams and external partners, so just across the board. And organized, you must have strong project management skills, be comfortable setting timelines, aligning stakeholders, and driving projects forward on your own independently, okay? And the pay is the best part along with these benefits, and they highlight that they are a remote first company. So that means you typically don't have to worry about them trying to bring you in office because they're at home too. Everybody's at home. And the pay for this role is $75K on the low end all the way up to $90,000 per year. They've got flexible PTO, you've got financial wellness benefits, you got a work at home stipend that you get every month, so you can probably pay for your internet service, maybe help you get your office set up with some extra equipment. You can get payment for a monthly co-working space if you want to switch up your environment from home to maybe your favorite local cafe. Monthly therapy and wellness stipends. True to their industry, they want to make sure their employees have the therapeutic support that they need as well. 401k, 12 paid holidays, and a give back day. So lots of great benefits, parental leave, and a nice salary as well. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked these leads, especially if you're looking to work in healthcare and don't have healthcare experience. These companies are a great place to start. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking for. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing and liking and engaging with this content to help this platform grow. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys again soon.